Hey guys, Tanya and David, and we're out side by side. A while back, we put out a short asking you to send us in some questions that you wanted to ask about us and our channel, and wow, did you deliver! So we're going to try to get to as many as we can. We always appreciate your comments. We read every one of them. We answer every one of them.
It really motivates us to communicate with you because we know that we have created a wonderful community of RVers, especially newbies. We were newbies at one time, and our goal is always just to help you learn about RVing and camping. So let's dive in. Okay, our first question is, what made you decide to start RVing in the first place, and did you ever imagine it would turn into a YouTube channel?
When I was younger, I was in the Boy Scouts and I really loved camping and I really loved the outdoors. Loved to go backpacking and hiking. So when I met Tanya, we decided that we wanted to try to see all the national parks and state parks that we wanted to and explore and enjoy the great outdoors, camping and hiking. We did that for a while and we were really limited on where we could go and what we could do. So we got a travel trailer and here we are today.
So, as far as starting a YouTube channel, did we think it was going to turn into a YouTube channel? Actually, no. Our YouTube channel was originally started because 6 years ago I found out I had thyroid cancer, and it was completely devastating. And after about having a 1 hour pity party, I decided that I'm either going to do something about it or sit and feel sorry for myself. So I decided the best way for me to handle it was I was going to start a YouTube channel and share my journey for anybody who had gone through thyroid cancer or any kind of cancer for that matter. So my doctor sent me to MD Anderson and I started journaling the whole journey. Once I got through that, after about a year, that's about the time we said, look, we want to start doing these wonderful things that we want to do in life. And we started camping and hiking. David, of course, had a history of camping, and he introduced me to the camping world. My experience with camping as a kid was I went camping once with my parents. My mom got pneumonia, and she said she would never do it again. So that was my experience. I didn't really have that growing up. And when David introduced me to camping, I thought it was amazing. And we were tent camping, like he said. And I just remember that when we bought a potty bucket, I thought that was like I was at the Taj Mahal. And I said I could do this for the rest of my life as long as I had a potty bucket. And then he said, let's get an RV, or he was interested in getting an RV. And then we pulled the plug on that, and it's just been nonstop ever since. And
well, before the RV, we upgraded our tent
yeah,
to the Taj Mahal.
yeah,
And we got an air mattress, and we thought
yes,
it was like the next best thing to an RV.
yeah,
here we are today.
Yeah. And so it's just been nonstop ever since. And we say this a lot in our videos. We highly recommend, if you're considering getting an RV, yes, it's a lot of work, but we highly recommend getting an RV and enjoying the life that you want to enjoy right now, because life is very short. We just recommend that you live your life right now. Life is meant to be not just work, but fun.
Yes. Our next question is, how do you balance filming, editing, and actually enjoying your trips without feeling like work? Well, this is certainly a challenge because we're out here doing this because we want to have fun and we want to explore and we want to enjoy the great outdoors and traveling. And it is tough for both of us. For one, to be able to enjoy everything without seeming like we're at work. And two, personally, it's a challenge sometimes as well, because it is like you're at work, because you are doing a lot of filming and Tanya does all of the editing. And if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have a YouTube channel at all. And I'm just here for support. I'm the packer and the fixer and the hauler and the hitcher and the setup and the breakdown.
He does all the hard work.
And that's what I enjoy. And that's why we're doing this. And Tanya enjoys a challenge. She has multiple jobs, YouTube being one of them. And she's always working, and she does such a fabulous job, and I'm so grateful. of all of the hard work that she puts in, and looking forward to doing some more of this in the future for sure.
So, yes, this is a very good question because I think this keeps a lot of people from starting YouTube that want to start a YouTube channel.
Or it also causes a lot of people that have YouTube channels to stop.
Yeah.
As far as the reasons go, the number one reason that we're doing this is because we want to help people that are new, that are wondering if this is something that they would like to do, or if this is something that they can do and what's involved. Also, places where they can go. There's a lot of people that just don't even know about some of these places, these state parks and national parks, and what it would be like to go there. So that's the other part of our channel. Also, we want to be able to help as far as trying to fix things or repair things, or show y'all products that help us and that can help you have more fun.
Yes. And, you know, again, we say without you guys, we wouldn't have a YouTube channel. So it helps so much for you guys to subscribe to our channel, to like the videos. I mean, that just does wonders. And we've built an amazing community. So we don't want to quit YouTube because we're too busy because of you guys. We want to build this community. We love your feedback. We just appreciate you very much. Okay, so the third question kind of intertwines with number 2, and that is, do you ever read the negative comments on your channel, and how do you deal with them? So I'm going to start with this. One of the things I always say is, if you're going to start a YouTube channel and put yourself out there, you have to have thick skin. You can't let everything bother you, because if you do, it's not going to last. Because people feel entitled to, I think it's human nature. People feel entitled to comments, even ugly things. They want to get their opinion in. And the way we feel is they're entitled to their opinion. They're entitled to have an opinion. Everybody's entitled to an opinion, but that doesn't mean that we have to take it internally and upset us. So we have really kept an open mind to all comments, including the negative ones. I think there's only been one negative comment that we didn't even respond to because we felt that it didn't deserve a response, because it was just sheer ugliness.
Fortunately, our community is very positive, very thankful, and very grateful. And 99.9% of all of our comments are great,
and kind,
and we're grateful for that. But there's always going to be that one Joe Schmo out there that feels like he's smarter than you and he has to prove you wrong. The best thing we can do with these type of comments is just kill them with kindness and be grateful and thankful for them for watching our videos, and looking forward to hear from you again soon.
Yes. And we like David said, we read all of your comments, and we do sit together and we read them together and we respond to them together. And there's nothing that gets unnoticed, because you get a notification on your YouTube channel when you get a comment. And we might not get to you right away, but our goal is to get back with each and every one of you, even the negative ones.
The Debbie Downers.
Yeah.
Our next question is, out of all of the places you visited so far, which campground, state, and national park has been your absolute favorite, and why? I'll let you start that one because I know what your answer is going to be on the national park.
Yes. So we always say that we don't technically have a favorite because they're all so different and unique. But as far as the national park, it has to be 100% Glacier National Park. It is truly the most incredible, beautiful, mind-blowing experience that we have ever had. Glacier is by far our favorite, and then I would say Bryce Canyon was mind-blowing, shocking.
Yes, like being on another planet for sure.
Yeah, absolutely amazing.
And I hate to not leave out Big Bend.
We've been
several times, and we just finished a trip in November. I'm sure that you've seen the video on that. If you haven't, please check it out. We'll leave it a link to it right here. That place is just out of this world, unique. And as far as being in the middle of nowhere and not seeing anybody, that's what to me is what's so neat about it.
And
So
it's Texas, so
yes,
we've got to pay homage to our Texas parks. But
mm-hmm.
they're all amazing. All the national parks that we've been to are phenomenal. Smoky Mountains was incredible.
Yeah,
Zion. I mean, we could just sit here and talk about national parks all day. And as far as Texas state parks, they're all unique.
yeah.
All the Texas state parks are unique and they're all phenomenal. And we just say every time that we go to a state park,
Gosh, I don't know if
we
I could
love it.
I don't know if I could pick a favorite Texas state park. We've just scratched the surface. There's so many of them on the national and state parks. And when I first met Tanya, I told her that one of the things I'd like to do is see as many as possible, and she jumped on board. And if it wasn't for her, I probably would have only seen 2 or 3. So I'm very grateful for that.
So everybody wants to give Garner the praise because it's the most popular Texas state park and it is by far phenomenal. But I would say that so far, my all-time favorite state park that was so unique is Caprock Canyon State Park. That was just mind-blowingly beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It was so incredible. So unique. That part of Texas is so beautiful. And this is the great thing about Texas. We have 5 ecosystems in Texas: the Hill Country, West Texas, the Panhandle, the piney woods of East Texas,
The coast,
and
then don't forget about the deserts.
the deserts, but that's West Texas.
Yeah.
But every single one of them are unique, and you don't find that in other states. That's the beauty of Texas. And we love the piney woods.
Yes.
Love the piney woods.
Yeah.
East Texas, we love the Panhandle. We love it all. So,
right.
What would be your favorite?
My favorite state park so far would be Lost Maples.
Oh, Lost Maples is incredible.
Well, it's a great place to hike for sure.
Yeah. So we've hiked Lost Maples, but we haven't camped there, and we are planning on camping there soon. We just highly recommend you get out and experience all of them yourself because the Texas state parks are absolutely incredible. And we hope to eventually venture out into other state parks. Next question is, what is something about you both that viewers might be surprised to learn that hasn't been shared on the channel yet? We actually worked together. His dad started a sign business 40 years ago, and now him and his brothers have taken over the sign business, and his dad's retired, and I work for the company. When I started working there, I had a job, so I didn't want to quit that job. So I actually worked 2 jobs, and we do YouTube as well. So when he says we're busy, we're busy.
One thing about me is that when I graduated high school, I got a degree in visual communications, graphic design, and advertising. And I took that and I adapted it into the sign business, which I have been in my whole life, thanks to my dad. I watched my dad start this business starting up as a kid and developed it from his skills of painting and being an artist and a craftsman.
He's an amazing artist.
Yeah, and I kind of took that and ran with it and adapted to some of the newer technologies and brought those into the sign business and graphic design, and we're still going today. And I've been able to take that and kind of adapt it to our channel in one way or another.
My father-in-law is an amazing artist. This is some of his work. He just can look at something and start drawing and creating, and it's absolutely incredible.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen another camper do at a campground? Well,
we know exactly which one.
When Tanya and I were at Bryce Canyon back in the beginning of our camping career, we were tent camping, and there just happened to be a couple next door to us, and I'm not sure what you call it, but it was some kind of acrobatic yoga that involved 2 people, and he basically had her like in these poses that were, some of them were pretty bizarre, and we couldn't help but to watch. So that was really pretty crazy. Can
And
you think?
mind you, we were eating pizza. We were eating pizza at our table while they're doing yoga. And it was the
If
funniest
that's what you
thing.
want to call it.
It was yoga poses, but it was a two people yoga pose
Right.
deal. It was so funny. We talk about this all the time. We laugh about it all the time. Okay, here's one. If you could take your RV anywhere in the United States for one dream trip, where would it be?
Alaska.
Alaska. We
So
would definitely go to
so
Alaska.
I think our dream trip, it's probably going to have to be when we're retired, of course,
Hmm.
because it's going to take
Yeah,
at least a month or so. But we would love to go from Texas all the way to California and then run up the West
the
Coast
California
and
coast.
try to hit every national park. There's a lot of national parks in California and on the
Hmm.
West Coast. And then eventually journey up to Alaska and just stay there for a while. But that would be our dream trip. If we
Yeah.
can't do it in an RV, we're going to do it on a cruise for sure.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we'll probably go on an Alaskan cruise before that, but as far as being in our RV, that is our absolute dream trip to go, through the California coast, through Canada, up the Yukon, and into Alaska. Alaska is definitely our dream bucket list. And if you've been to Alaska, let us know how you enjoyed it. Let us know tips because we're writing them down today so we can make that happen in the next few years.
So here's a question about how long have you known each other and how did you meet? Tanya and I's paths have crossed for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
We grew up in the same neighborhood. We didn't know each other back then. That was probably in the elementary school times.
Like between birth and 5 years old.
Right. And then they ended up moving to another subdivision, their second homes, and both of our families moved there together. And Tanya and I were in the same junior high. We didn't really know each other. We didn't have classes together, but we knew who each other were, and we had the same friends. So that was
Mm-hmm.
really kind of cool. And then we went to high school together. We had the same friends. We didn't really have classes together. We knew who each other was. Then after high school, we both got married, of course. And I was married for about 12 years, and I think Tanya was married for about 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
And that didn't work out for us. So we separated and got divorced. And then we reconnected through friends.
Well, we had our 20th reunion, our
Mm-hmm.
high school reunion,
Right.
and our high school group was a huge community, like a
Mm-hmm.
big community of getting back together and getting to know each other. And so we would be at gatherings,
Right.
the same gatherings, but we didn't know each other. We
Mm-hmm.
just were in the same environment, the same groups. And
We started dating, of course. Tanya was playing hard to get, but I got her. And we got engaged, we bought a home, and got married all within, I think, 3 months'
3 months.
time after the 2 years that we were together, of
Yeah.
course. And it's been the best ever since. We just celebrated our 10-year
Mm-hmm.
anniversary
Wedding anniversary,
and
yeah.
actually 12 years together
Together.
since we met each other. So
Mm-hmm.
it's been great, and I couldn't be more thankful for meeting someone like Tanya that has encouraged me personally and in my business, and also with the dreams that we've shared
Mm-hmm.
together. And I'm looking forward to our future, of
Oh, yeah.
course, getting to see this wonderful world and all these places that we want to visit one day.
Well, I have been encouraging him, and I've been tough. I call it tough, but he might not see it that way. But I will always thank my current sister in law, Lori, for us meeting because I worked with Lori, and Lori was a friend of mine before she became my sister in law. And she was the one that really encouraged me to get out there and meet David. The interesting part of it is my ex-husband is now a big part of our lives and we're all friends and it's beautiful. But divorce is very hard. I know a lot of you have been through divorce, and so you're very guarded. You don't want to get out there. And it was my sister-in-law, Lori, who encouraged me to get out there, meet David, open my heart to him. And I'm so grateful for him because he has shown me a life of patience, love, kindness, and like the Bible says, love is patient, love is kind, love is not boastful, love is not envious. You've shown me the true biblical verse of love. So I'm very grateful for that. And I'm going to cry.
And I've also pushed her to the limits.
He's pushed me to we pushed each other to the
Right.
limit. It's not all a bed of roses.
Emotionally, and
yeah,
I've taken her to some places to where,
yes.
you know, she wasn't quite so sure.
He's almost killed me a few times off the side of mountains.
But I think it's, you know, it's made her a stronger person for sure. So,
but we're opposite in a lot of ways. But you know, opposites attract and opposites teach you things that you wouldn't learn if you were with somebody that was exactly like you. So never dismiss somebody that's opposite of you because you can learn from them for sure.
love you.
I love you. Next question is, what is the most underrated state park you visited that more people should know about? And that's a tough one because we think all of the state parks are beautiful. But if you were going to say an underrated state park,
well, surprisingly, where we're at this weekend, which is Sea Rim, we've been wanting to come here. We are working on a video on that, of course.
Yeah, our next video is going to be Sea Rim.
And it was always a place to me where I was like, that just doesn't seem like a very interesting place. And one thing we were afraid of was the mosquitoes. So we're here at the middle of March right now. And this place has been really a surprise.
This park is amazing, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it is on the beach. It was very unexpected to me on what we were going to see and all the things that there are to do here. So, I mean, that would be one of the ones that I would say.
It's very unique and it's very underrated.
Right. And can you think of any, babe?
I think another one that I thoroughly enjoyed that I think is underrated is Choke Canyon State Park. That is south of San Antonio and was one of those state parks that I was very interested in, but I think it is underrated. If you want to see wildlife, go to Choke Canyon. It is full of wildlife, and we had such a blast. We have a video on Choke Canyon as well, so look at that. You know, our goal is always to try to show a really positive perspective of our state parks. And a lot of videos that we saw in Choke Canyon, it was just kind of blah. Same with Sea Rim, the videos were blah. And I just think that there's so much to see at these parks that aren't visualized out there. So we hope that our video here at Sea Rim that's coming out, you'll enjoy that. Check out our video at Choke Canyon. I think you'll really enjoy that one as well. But those are our two parks that we think are very underrated that you should go check out.
Yes. Last, we're going to go with what has been the most rewarding part of building the outside by side community. I guess I could answer that and just say
you.
Yeah, you being able to help you, and how grateful we are to see the comments and how encouraging it is to see the comments.
Well, we've made a lot of friends.
And yes,
you know, we've made a lot of friends and met a lot of you out there. So many of you have reached out to us. I mean, you have found us while we've been out on the road and have come up to us and said, "Hey, I watch you on YouTube," and we've met you and built relationships with you, and we're very grateful for that. So,
we've had people come up to us and say that we're at this state park because of you guys, and seeing them there and us there was really kind of neat.
You know, if you're our age, it's kind of a weird thing to build friendships online because it's not something we grew up doing, but you can build friendships. There's a lot of amazing, do you want one? There's a lot of amazing people out there. You know, we still believe that people are kind.
Oh, the especially RV in the RV community.
Yeah,
everybody is friendly and everybody likes to see what other people are doing as far as how they're setting up and what truck they're pulling their camper with. And people walk up to us and ask us questions about solar panels, or how are our bicycles, or how do you like your bikes, or where did you get this, or where did you get that. And
most of our viewers are in the 40 to 60-year-old range, and so you're closer to our age, and our community is very low key, low drama. You guys are so encouraging to us. The best thing that we've built for Outside by Side is this community, and we are so grateful, and we'll tell you that 100 times more. We're so grateful for you, and you teach us a lot,
right.
too.
I mean, if it, and the comments that we get from you guys, we some of them are like, "Wow, I never even thought of it that way." So we're very thankful for that as well.
We never claim to be know-it-alls. We just are just like you. You're average couple. The only difference is we started a YouTube channel. That's it. That's the only difference. And
Right.
you can too. If you've thought about starting a YouTube channel, we encourage you to do so. There's enough to go around for everybody. So we have some questions for you, and we encourage you to put your answers in the comments. Our first question is, what is your absolute favorite campground or state park that we should add to our travel list? You don't have to be in Texas. If you live in other states, let us know your favorite park. We are always wanting to know your opinions on all parks that you love.
Our next question for you is, what type of videos do you enjoy most on our channel?
So, do you prefer campground reviews? Do you prefer RV content like
Upgrades, mods, fixing, or gear?
what do you prefer the most?
Yes, let us know.
All right, we're going to wrap it up here. We thank you so much for sitting with us and talking. It's been wonderful talking to you. It's been wonderful communicating with you. And again, we love you guys from the bottom of our hearts.
We never thought that we would be at 20,000 subscribers. It's kind of a small but large stepping stone for us. And our next goal is 100,000. So
yeah.
We'll see you there. And I'm sure we'll have a lot more things that we've learned and places that we've been and mistakes that we've made.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for watching.